line. This is the semi-final, and the game for third will be played as well. The past few days saw obviously the round of 16 and the round of 8. Remo was casting this for you mostly. We had the group of death in the round of 8, and that was Happy being superior over Lin 2-1 and also 2-0 over Fortitude. Winning that group of death, definitely a testament of strength. Lin coming into this as the runner-up of Group B after losing to Happy, defeated 1-0, and also defeated Fortitude, a flawless way through the lower bracket. And in the second round of 8, LawLiet was the winner, winning 2-1 over Starbuck and winning 2-0 over Moon. So he comes into this with a flawless winner bracket run as a second place. Focus made it through over Starbuck and also over Moon with the 2-1. So that is what we get so far. LawLiet and Lin. So far, oftentimes the winner was Lin. But in the most recent match, in their group stage, it was LawLiet taking it. This is a best of 5, and this is a little bit different than a best of 3. What's it gonna be? What strategies are we going to see? Two absolute legends of this game. Lin, War Chief of the Horde. LawLiet, probably one of the biggest brains in all of Warcraft. Currently best Night Elf. Lin dipping recently. It's not that one-sided anymore. Who the best orc is. Focus making a splash there as well. And having a great run here at TeD Cup. Lin losing a couple more series than, for example, 2 weeks ago. So let's see what Lin and LawLiet bring to the table. Our first map is Tidehunters. And oops, I deleted this one. So that's our match right here. Semi-final on the way. Lin in the yellow upper left-hand side, opening things up with the Blade Master. We've seen a little bit more mirror image recently from Scars and from Soin. Pretty successful and pretty impactful. Let's see if Lin follows in the footsteps of these two players and what does LawLiet put against it. It's a Demon Hunter, no Keeper. I think in this matchup currently a lot of variety can be seen. And that's good for the game. Is it Demon Hunter? Is it Keeper? Is it Mass Tier 1? Is it Talents? Those are the questions that you have to ask yourself, and you have to scout a lot. Is it Blade Master with Windwalk and Crit? Is it Blade Master with Mirror Image? What's the build really? Also, Hitman bringing a very successful flavor to this matchup with a more lame style, but also a very effective style with stasis traps, etc. This could very well be just straight up Talents versus Radar Walker, as both players are very good with that. But yeah, we'll see. LawLiet seems to be in very good shape recently. So can he challenge Lin and make it to the grand final? It is a Blade Master with Windwalk, a little bit of pressure early on. LawLiet already scouting things, having the right hand side creep spot done. Moving to the left hand side, doesn't want to be bothered by this Blade Master harass. And these items, guys, what are these items? Slippers and gloves, lots of damage here. On the other side, we get Circlet and Slippers, also very good. Circlet obviously bought. Important match. Whoever takes this map basically has the lead throughout the series. And Demon Hunter doing what a Demon Hunter does best. Immolation, evasion, creeping, and dodging the Blade Master. Really like this creep route by LawLiet. If he makes it to level 3 in no time. LawLiet definitely a genius when it comes to move across the map and taking out creeps, but also Lin taking a more conservative approach, and here maybe Mirror Image would have been better already. Holy moly! Someone brought that Linsane sword. Circlet double Slippers claws.
Players' forces are under attack.
Okay, that's really freaking good. Critical strike will be off the chart. It's gonna be hard to find ways around it. But of course, if you go Talons, if you go Cyclone, there's a solid way of disabling a Blade Master, especially if the Orc decides to not go for Dispel. Demon Hunter creeping, closing in on level 3, losing some HP. Lin scouting a little bit, but yeah, there's not too much to acquire. Is the base more or less blocked? More or less, yes. Immolation into the peasant line, trying to force Lin back. There is no staff, there's no speed scroll. 3 sets of slippers! Oh my god. So, little damage, but no kills. Lin was ready to defend with grunts. They are not that affected by Immolation, of course, as they are so tanky. Calm game so far. Both dodge each other, both focus on creeping. But LawLiet, oh, Lin missed him here. At least a little bit, could have stolen some with the Blade Master. He's also very hurt, but that damage output would have been good. So level 3 here. Demon Hunter outleveling the Blade Master, that's pretty common, but time to catch up for Lin. Shadow Hunter is coming, Beastery as well, tier 2 done by LawLiet, and now the next big decision has to be made. And that decision is, what's the second hero? No Keeper, instant Beastmaster for Harass, and he finds Lin in the middle of the map. Good timing. Tier 3 immediately. We haven't seen a Hunter Soldier, so this is gonna be Talons. And now he saw that Blade Master inventory as well. That's scary. No selves at the moment. So this grunt is definitely hurt and needs some attention. Demon Hunter is in. I wonder when is time to retrain. There should be a time to retrain, right? For mana burn. But now they want the kills, and this is such a beast. 63 max damage already on level 2. It's ridiculous. But LawLiet is not going the aggressive way. It's an interesting way. It's kind of greedy. Only 1 wind into expansion, but that expo has been found, and LawLiet is reacting immediately as well. As this expo is cancelled, slaps down another engine of wind and goes into a more normal Talon route. Creepcraft continues though, as the Beastmaster didn't really find an opening into, let's say, Lin's base. He didn't want to do that. All about heroes. And in the meantime, Lin is taking the north for a big item and some Shadow Hunter levels. We got Hex here, so heal wave is definitely necessary. That would mean no Serpent Wards. Maybe with a Blade Master like this, you don't need the extra piercing damage. Radar and Shaman is the way to play for Lin. That means not too much Dispel against Cyclone. Oh no! Staff out, well done! Got an Ankh here, didn't want to have it triggered immediately, but what about the Blade Master now? He has a TP, here comes the Raider, instantly used. Nice little ambush by Lin, 156 critical strike already. Oops, and Foggy. There we go. Damn. LawLiet is playing this ultra greedy. Not a single unit outside of Demon Hunter and Beastmaster.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Lin didn't punish that. So Talons will be coming. Supply will go up to 50, of course. But it feels like Talons are also late, since the second wind was so late. And he had to research that Adept upgrade. Hawk for vision. Ooh, Foggy, that's not too great, man. Not the greatest timing here. Away we go on to the Beastmaster, and oh my god, he's cutting everything into pieces. The Ankh is still on the Beastmaster. That's a problem. You can't get this Demon Hunter out, and LawLiet just calls it. Oi, 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 oi. LawLiet, that was too greedy. Lin takes the 1-0. And the Blade Master just overwhelming. Very uneventful, this game. Was a lot of creeping, then one explosive fight. This could work if your opponent is not scouting well, if your expansion is coming through. And if he leaves you alone, but not like this. Not like this. 1-0. Yeah, could have exploded into tier 3, but not enough time. Was an attempt. Could have worked. But didn't. Happens. TeD Cup 14. $3,600. There we go. I wonder if both players continue this passive play. Or if LawLiet has different ideas. Turtle Rock is next. Very different map, a lot bigger. A lot more red spots, lot more, not a lot more consumables, just one. Can stack the Blade Master here as well. Alright, LawLiet, time to strike back. The first map that he drops in the playoffs. And off we go. 11 o'clock position is Lin. 5 o'clock position is LawLiet. The talents in general can work, but they require a lot of time and a little bit of a transitional phase. That phase was not really covered. And Lin scouted too well, was too well equipped, and then that's game right there. So maybe a little less greedy. Maybe dash out one of your creep routes that you're so famous for, LawLiet. The red spot is kind of inviting to that. And it is a keeper. Look at this. Mav, go wild. Thank you for the 5-month resub. And then sticks with the Blade Master. Why not? The Saint sword is sharp as ever. Bray Rinchio and Fatty, thank you for the subs as well. Kind of missed you during that game. So Lin is not changing anything so far.
A player's forces are under
LawLiet massively does. Keeper of the Grove, no Demon Hunter. Treants can creep a lot. You can still distract with the with the Keeper a lot due to Entangle. And it's also a matchup that Lin, I think, doesn't like too much. Or at least not as much as against the Demon Hunter. Oh, Peon Pull is nice. This costing a lot of time. Earl the Bong, thank you for the 7-month resub. The Peon could actually get it. Whew, okay, but not like this. Cloak could actually be used for some good games and some good moves. Hide in the base, be annoying, summon Treants. But yeah, Treants first, indicating more creeping in general. Lin is going back to a very old school creep spot that I think Focus made famous at WC's 3L days. It's a bit of help here. Ring of Region is so perfect. Gets the item, perfect for roaming as you get, oopsie, 2 HP per second. And that grunt is now also safe with heal self. Double cloak, very unfortunate. The first one, kinda good. The second one, not so much. Again? Very greedy. It's not the Keeper mass tier 1 strategy. It's a Keeper into talents. Speed scroll. Is he going for the second shop? Wow, this game is a lot about creep routes. And both are fantastic in creating good creep routes to level up as fast as possible and also dodge their opponents the best. But LawLiet, I feel this is very safe. This is a lot of evasion creeping. Only level 1, now level 2 of course. Triple cloak against circlet, slippers, and ring of regeneration. It's kind of getting unfair when it comes to items. Jeez, that's bad. Well, he can definitely hide, that's for sure, in all 4 dimensions. Now we got... Oh. Now we got Entangle plus Treants. That's at least 1 kill, I guess. But Lin should be so good that he's able to deny. Oh, he tried. Doesn't work.
A player's forces are under attack.
In the meantime, Lin is leveling a little bit more. Okay, make it 2. There is no staff on the Keeper, so you gotta be careful to not run into Hex. This is once again the build of Lin. Blade Master, Shadowhunter, and then Raider Shaman, I assume. Second Circlet for Lin as well. Oh, that's sick. Demon Hunt is second in 2 wins. Lin will probably figure this out. Keeper has to walk all the way back to refill mana in the absence of a staff. This feels a little inefficient. But of course the goal was to dodge the Blade Master for as long as possible, and in that regard his game plan working out. Just how good is this scaling into the mid and late game? LawLiet's build is, when it comes to units, very old school. 1 archer into talents, that's it. Rushed tier 3, super greedy. This time no expansion attempts, but rather instant double wind and instant tech, giving you the fastest cyclone possible, and then you're really strong. Keeper is trying to take Lin off the map. I don't think that's gonna work. Nice deny. But that's 3 peasants, and Lin is already short on lumber. Granted, that was after the brute strength upgrade, but he needs the shaman upgrade as well. And this hurts. Like, in lumber, this definitely hurts already.
Players' forces are under attack.
But Lin gets a lot of vision. A lot of vision. He got the Eternal Watch Award here and here. Covers both lanes. Most of the action will probably be happening in the middle, but still. You will be moving to the shop as a Night Elf to go for heal scrolls and invo potions probably. And then Lin will obviously know where you are. But he knows where LawLiet is because he's constantly in his base. Ensnare isn't done. Whew, okay. Yeah, that led to a big delay on Ensnare and also Shaman upgrades. But does he really need it? More creeping on the left-hand side. And that's the biggest item, plus a heal ward. Helm of Valor, Tome of Agility. That's more damage. God damn, this inventory is sick. LawLiet aiming for consumables. Revealing if a Blade Master is there. But it's not. Big heal potion. Very good in these fights. And talents are coming. When master training has been reached, LawLiet can finally fight. No serpent wards again. This is not that much damage for Lin and his army. No headhunters yet, no lightning shield yet, no serpent wards at all.
Forces are under attack.
And we got an orb up, but Lin is muscling up an attack. Similar to what we've seen on Titan, just a tiny bit later, and that gives him Cyclone. It's ready in 3. Sick reveal. Justice on the back of the turtle. making sure that the Blade Master is not around, but he is now. Town Portal home as the rest of Lin's army is attacking here. Cyclone. And that is the goodbye. Surround on the grunt should give him a kill, or doesn't even bother. Cyclone on units lasts a long time. Damage is spread, and look at this. There's an expansion growing. This time a little more sneaky, better timings, more stable. Last game was obviously expansion into double wind. This time it's double wind into expansion. Enjoying the view up there! Dude, he must be super dizzy. His suffering is over though. Blind's inventory very good, plus 12 still. Windwalk 2, not crit 2, as this map is so big and you want the increased duration of Windwalk to cover more space.
A player's forces are under attack.
Big mana potion for more entangle, more treants. Interesting to see that LawLiet is skipping any third hero. I like that. I don't think a Tinker holds that much value if you're not fighting against towers, for example. And it's way more important to get level 3/3 on Keeper and Demon Hunter. Now there's a Tinker still at it, but only after the important levels have been reached. Second red spot, Battle Bongos. Well, not Battle Bongo, Ancient Django for more movement speed, more attack speed. Cement upgrade is up, but LawLiet is preventing Lin to go over 50 food, which he kinda needs. Pocket Factory and Treants are a solid source of damage alongside the heroes against these buildings. And this is of course distraction. Lin is not falling for it though. He's going into LawLiet's base for a little bit of revenge, but in the meantime, the bottom left, the expansion is running soon. After it's been entangled. So do we want to fight now into a Night Elf base? I doubt it. And there's one Cyclone, two Cyclones. That one gets purged though. Raider holds good value. And again, this is Groundhog Day. We've seen this before. He can find a nice grave next to his former brother. And Lin has a town portal. He can go home. No town portal invested, but a grunt lost. You wanna kind of rotate out of them anyway, as they're so susceptible to the talent damage. More creeping, hoping for some big invo potions. And of course he's gonna get it. He gets 2 big invo potions. That is 30 seconds of free reign Blade Master. That's incredible. He's checking that expo. And the timing is perfect. LawLiet has a town portal. But do you want to contest? Or is it a decoy expansion to do damage in the main? Lin still can't build any units, but yeah, he wants to hold. Okay. There's no nature's blessing. Lin brute forcing. Where are the Cyclones, LawLiet? The Raiders, they all... Okay, there we go, there we go. That might be the save. The big save. There was game saving. It felt... very late. Raiders did a lot of damage. But in the end, it all works out. Ferries are coming in. Blade Master is hoping that there's no repair. But there is. Can still take out 1 or 2 wisps, maybe. Shadow Hunter level 3.6. Of course, backstab, kill. Shadowhunter carries a town portal, LawLiet carries a town portal. Very different game than what we've seen on map 1. Very competitive now. LawLiet even going into upkeep, which is kind of rare with talents. But with an expansion, you can afford it. Lin splitting 2 raiders and is attacking the base. That's so smart. Where do you defend? In the main, apparently. But that means that this expo's down. Just like that. Oh no! He wanted to portal, he wanted to defend at both spots, but it didn't work. Miscalculating the defense. And that was an easy cancel. But big brain play by Lin. Splitting the Blade Master to the side while attacking with the Shadow Hunter and the majority of the army. Maybe LawLiet a little bit too slow. Not without cost, obviously. As Lin lost a little bit of army too. And LawLiet can still fight this. Even supply is always fine. But Lin is not willing to leave without a fight. Here we go, 2 more Moonwells down. This is so effective. Pillage is up as well. And always the town portal before big damage is done to the army. So efficient, so precise. And there's no way, no reason for Lin to switch anything up. As long as the map control is good and the vision is good, and he can react to the traps that LawLiet is laying. In a base race, he's always better. And town portals are very, very, very expensive, obviously, especially when you're only on one base. But if you trade them, it's totally fine. Set the big fight. Ooh, Raiders are able to reach the bag. Are you ready? LawLiet has 1,000 gold. And it's not spending it. Losing big parts of his army right there. Still so much unspent resources. Lin is resetting the fight to a degree. Cyclone is working, of course, nicely. We do have mirror image, by the way. Lin switched. 174 crits, that's not too bad. No Windwalk no more. Oh, this is so annoying now. Love that Tome of Retraining. We see more and more play for mirror image, and it's the right thing to do. And this is the perfect Raider setup. Look at this beauty. 4 Raiders versus 1 Talon, an uneven fight. But these talents are still able to hold a candle to what Lin is throwing at them. Raiders are falling, grunts are completely wrecked, and the backline is hurt. Very, very hurt thanks to the ferries. That ferry deployment was genius. And all of a sudden, Lin lost absolutely everything. And continues to do so. LawLiet making a good assessment that he can take that fight, that he has the longevity in that fight. Hoping for a hero focus now, but I think it's too much. Blade Master safe with like nothing HP. Only has to deal with mirror images now and the repositioned Raiders. And slowly but steady, we're running out of Cyclone. Hero focus attempt again. Heal wave is ready at the perfect time. That could have been game, maybe, but now Lin in trouble. But he's not dead. By any means. He can still go for Raider lane. Very, very, very important to have the Ancient of War in this fight. That did a lot. Also buying some time now, obviously. LawLiet's still at 50. But what's a Talon worth if you don't have that much mana? Not too much. And now the 1,000 gold, of course, is working out beautifully. Maybe time for another expansion. Time for more experience.
A player's forces are under attack.
If you're the greatest orc that this game has ever seen, you can still find ways to win a game like this. Okay, this game is not going any longer. Ancient of War into the mains. We're ending this right here, right now, no matter what. Bag put to good use onto the production buildings. Needs to reset now. This, of course, makes it very, very hard for the Raiders to get a grip on the talents. And that is game, ladies and gentlemen. LawLiet tying up the series with a great game, with a great push here on Turtle Rock. Yeah, this didn't look too great for LawLiet for the majority of this game. His expansion got cancelled. Blade Master was well equipped. Pushes into the base were really good. But then he took over. That Ancient of War, lifesaver. Also the ferries, lifesaver. And this is the level of play that we can expect here now. First map, very one-sided in favor of Lin. Second map, taken by LawLiet. As you guys continue to support the War 3 Champions Finals, much appreciated. $110 already. Orbital Shock, 25-month resub, thank you. Yeah, that Hex Heal Wave build can have huge impact, of course, if you get a hero kill with it. But LawLiet was very ready for the hero focuses in the fight with low supply numbers. We're in for a treat. We're in for a treat now. LawLiet adjusting the strategy, having a way better game than before. And Lin in the late game did find answers, but not enough. Game 3. Who claims match points in this semi-final? The grand final is just 2 maps away. For both of the players, though. Concealed is next. And LawLiet shows once again that he's one of the greatest elves that this game has. Able to fight back after being smacked on map 1. Good to see. Fighting spirit is strong in the boy. But Lin, he will make the right adjustments. From map 1 to map 2, LawLiet made the right adjustments, and now it's up to Lin to counter the new challenge. Lin bottom left in the blue, LawLiet upper right in the yellow. Will this keeper continue to work, or are we switching back to Demon Hunter? Keeper it is. That was tons and tons and tons of damage coming from Entangle and Treants. And why not do it again? Lin Blade Master, of course. Wonder what the creep routes here are. These early games are super interesting. Because they are not very efficient in terms of experience per second. But they are safe. Very, very safe. What are these items for Lin today? Ring on the last map. 3 slippers on the first map. Now starting with claws. That's just insane. But this is gonna be a whole different game. And this is the indicator. Hunter's Hall coming. Are we going back to the old school style of playing Mass Tier 1? Dog Bird, thank you very much for the sub. Less than 3, right back. I hope your son is doing better. And I hope you continue to slay people on ladder. Wow, no perfect items for Lin. Can we restart this map? There must be a bug.
A player's forces are under attack.
All right. This is something we've seen before. Lure out the Overseer, kill it. So that's a very fast way to... Oh my god. A very fast way to creep it. Good items, good damage. Ooh. AP.
A player's forces are under attack.
Usually Lin is insane when it comes to scouting APs. He must have scouted that Hunter's Hall, right? It's still a walled off base. And a tech. And no expo. This is a weird game by LawLiet. But it feels like Lin lost the track a little bit. But alright, he's seen it now. War mill immediately to counter this. Grunts in position, but here's the keeper with a lot of damage. Just distraction. Creeping happens here on the right hand side now to make it to level 3. But yeah, this AP is amazing. Very rare to see Lin slipping in scouting. But how much damage does it do? Keeper wants to stick around, of course, to provide more treants, but yeah, he's too hurt. Just really can't. Weird game. This AP didn't do anything just yet. But it will is it still not scouted though? Now it must be. Okay, that tree is gone. Opening up that position a little more. Only a circlet, no staff. Archer is in and he sees the beastery. Is that enough damage? It sets back Lin's game by a minute if this beastery falls. Oh wow, sick timing. We do have Serpent Wards now. Good solution against Hunts, but only level 1 and that AP. Very hard to reach. This is a scary push. And all while pushing into talents with tier 3. The time he earns with a push like this is amazing.
The player's forces are under attack.
Now he can attack from the other side to maybe take out the Voodoo Lounge. Lin is overreacting to this tower. But of course, he was pushed by 4 Ancient Protectors recently. So, who are we to blame him to be very, very cautious about this? Demon Hunter is coming. Sentinel upgrade. Nice to see the Blade Master constantly. But what's missing is Wisps to repair this AP. But maybe he doesn't even need that. Here's the vision. Can't go into Windwalk. And this is all buying time for talents and tier 3. Phenomenal play by LawLiet. For now, the catapult is really good, of course, against Hunts, later against Talents, but it's going to be very fragile. Blade Master is still revealed, taking hits. Keeper has to be a little cautious as crit is in the way, but he knows that there's no hex, so hero focus potential is limited. Pretty good transitional push by LawLiet. Big damage done, keeping Orc heroes low while you're on level 3 yourself. Forcing a Warmill, forcing a Demolisher, delaying everything else, kicking the Beastery. Yeah, he got what he wanted, for sure. And I'm not sure if Lin is expecting talents behind this. He saw that it's not an all-in, obviously, because way too little hunts, way too little archers. But yeah, that catapult will easily be killed in no time. So it is certainly an overcommitment. Talon's already gathering mana. Upgrade coming, and what do we got? 3 Shaman for a little bit of Dispel. But he also needs to Dispel Entangle. He also needs to Dispel Treants. Rough game for Lin, I'd say, but not unwinnable. If he prevents expansions, if LawLiet... Oh, Catgas Pipe is the dream drop. You always struggle as Orc with mana regeneration on your units, and now you get it via item. Crow form creep on the dragon, wonderful. Yeah, you can go for a little celebration dance right there, Talons. You deserve it. Roots of Kel'Thuzad and Demon Hunter also very equipped with an orb. And again, we delay the 3rd hero until the main heroes are level 3. And now Lin knows. Fairy Fire. This Cyclone is ready. Ooh. With mana burn, Owl, Fairy Fire. Is this blade dead? Is this blade just dead? He is! Big kill for LawLiet, opening up the map. He can be super sure to not be attacked right now. And that was an expensive buyback.
A player's forces are under attack.
LawLiet in a phenomenal position. Invo potion now as well. Kodo coming, so yeah, you have to take out that demo. It's too much damage. Lin is expecting an expansion. It's not there. And here comes a big push. 50 food, Tinka into the base. There's the cement upgrade, but taking the Voodoo Launcher away is wonderful. Alone for taking out clarities. And Lin is in a world of trouble. We're going for a base race. Lin has pillage, ravaging this base. There's a town portal. LawLiet can respond whenever. Whenever is now. Neat little position for the Serpent Wards, not gonna lie. But you're being caught. Running away from this is brutal.
The town is under siege.
And pretty much impossible. So you take the fight. Alright, let's dance, everybody. Good damage. The demo is still a threat. The demo position is fantastic by Lin, so he makes it work, puts it to good use, but has to go away now, as he knows his army is too hurt. You don't want to lose any valuable units here in this fight, as you have to clean up home as well. And the front line is quickly disappearing. LawLiet lost some units too, can easily rebuild them. It once the Moonwolves are gone, because 2 of them got kicked. That is a problem. Shadow Hunter getting close to 3. You saw how much damage there is on Radar and Grunts, so Heal Wave 2 would be fantastic. Oh, look at them go. Look at them go, it's so fast! Despite Inner Fire, despite the heal fountain, they just vanished. But Lin is right there. Illyria's full of accuracy, talons all up in the air. That costs some mana. He wants to take out as much of the spot as humanly possible with the fountain in the back and the Tinker Pocket Factory blocking. Not that easy to engage. The lightning shield onto the creep. Fantastic. Has to cyclone him up to dispel that sad lightning shield. Quick reaction by LawLiet. 100% right call. And now it's hero focus time again. The demo is hurting the Raiders in confusion. Two of them about to go down. Berserker falls and more cyclones summoned. The Serpent Ward's been taken out. It is Serpent Wards 2. 4 more damage and LawLiet weathers the storm. Kicking Lin back, and that was a little too greedy maybe. But that lightning shield, very nicely done, but also very quickly countered. Oh, that 50. Lin has a huge bank. Can afford to rebuild some. But of course, he would love to invest that into bigger army. Demon Hunter, Blade Master, Eternal Battle. Who has the better items? Both super strong. Invo Potion used. Can he kick these Raiders? He is big value. Also takes a lot of control out of the fight. Raider again. Wow, that demo damage. But Raiders almost all gone. Trades them for Huntress, but you want to rotate out of them anyway. And there's an expansion now. Time to recover. Maybe time to go for potions to the shop. Who is faster? LawLiet is. Just making sure the orc is not getting an invo potion. Can't deny level 4 though. The demo is finally being caught, and that's a big part of Lin's DPS. Sacrificing Demon Hunter HP for it. The Tinker does a good job here. Reinforcements being caught immediately. So are the Shaman. It feels like LawLiet is taking over with the second Blade Master kill. The flowchart is working out perfectly. Make sure you can cyclone the Blade Master. Kill him when he can't go into invul. And that is game. LawLiet taking back-to-back wins on Turtle Rock and Concealed Hill with a sneaky strat. Very, very sneaky. That AP cost Lin so much time for the Warmill, for the demo. Delayed the Raiders, delayed the Ensnare. And that's the time that LawLiet used to transition into talents. Wonderful. Really good game plan coming together. Little bit of fake, little bit of cheekiness. And it works out. Feels like Lin was a little bit overwhelmed. So, Lin, you have more options than this. You can go Blade Master Mirror Image. You can go the Hitman way with expansions and towers. That's all doable. And you need to dash out something that's working because you're against match points now. LawLiet is one step away from the grand final. Oftentimes, Lin was a roadblock for LawLiet, but apparently not today. The first game, he probably felt that as well. Like, too greedy. No unit expansion and tier 3 tech is maybe a little too extreme. But he puts it all on a scale, evened it out, and that was so far 2 extraordinary strategies, winning back-to-back. Can Lin defend the match points of LawLiet, or will we have our first grand finalist after this map? We move on. It's Autumn Leaves. High stakes. Lin wanted to challenge Happy for the title once again, but LawLiet is raining on his parade. And sticks with the Keeper. And I think that Keeper worked really, really well so far. Creating a lot of space, and as I said, the Keeper is the little bit of Lin's nemesis, maybe causing some PTSD from, you know, the past 3 years where Keeper dominated this matchup. But Lin has one of the highest Warcraft IQs
Forces are under attack.
in the scene. He will find he has to find solutions, and he will find solutions. Sensei912, thank you for the sub. Blade Master is out. Creeping starts, and how aggressive is he gonna be? Again, not aggressive at all. Creeping first, and LawLiet goes with the winning strategy of Concealed Hill. Keeper into Huns with the possible Ancient Protector. Blade Master again. Mirror Image start. So many claws today. It's Claw Friday. And now it's a harassing Blade Master. Doesn't want to let LawLiet unfold into like level 3 Keeper. That's a little bit too strong, I guess, but he's also going to the shop. That's understandable. 4 circlets and opening up that shop for potential staff and later Invul Potions, Heal Scrolls. Once again, LawLiet's creep route's a little outside the box. But this time, feels like a longer tier 1.
Players' forces are under attack.
What's Lin's response? That is a very unique Ancient Protector position, but this time Lin is wide awake. It's not gonna happen again. AP cancelled.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, is he in time? Nope, little too late. But gets vision. And if LawLiet is greedy enough to go for the orange, Blade Master will be right there. An even early game, I'd say. A calm early game as well. Keeper is not making it to level 3 just yet, but will be there in a second. No harass just yet. But also... Ooh, Creep Expo again. This is more or less old school by now. Is it just simply tier 1? The variety of strats that LawLiet is playing is impressive.
A player's forces are under attack.
Will Lin scout it? That's big damage. That's great moments for LawLiet. He's picking up steam. Look at this timing. Tier 2 production on the way. Grunt killed. Expo saved. Tier 3 running. And this time, not as greedy as it was on map 1, but more heavily fortified. Keeper has only a town portal, no staff. This Grunt, he gets it. 2 of them dead. Left the production buildings alone. And we're going into Wyvern.
A player's forces are under attack.
Not sure if I like this. Versus Keeper, Demon Hunter talents. It's only one. It's a token Wyvern for harass, for creeping, for vision. I know it. But it's a fragile one. Also delays Raider and End Snare. Engine of War in a good position. More creeping. More creep manipulation.
Forces are under attack.
Invo Potion, of course, always great. But Lin might control the middle at the moment. Because LawLiet still has to wait for the tier 3 and some necessary levels. Lin has to push this expo rather fast, right? Rather soon.
A player's forces are under attack.
No sentinels, the ward expired. But it's a little too late to cancel that entangled anymore. Lin switching back to no serpent wards, as he has piercing damage provided by Wyvern, but only for so long. Supply is almost even. If this push fails, Lin might be eliminated from the tournament. Onto the Blade Master, who has an Ankh. Hero focus maybe not advised. We have an Orb online now. Demon Hunter is holding the fort while the expansion starts mining. This is a long time before Cyclone is ready though. And this is Lin's moment. Units for LawLiet are falling left, right and center. 2 talents and a hunt. A lot of focus on the Blade Master, of course, but as you see, there's an Ankh. He will be back. Still buying time. If LawLiet holds here, this is magnificent, but with what? I ask. Oh, now the Wyvern. It's so good. Oh my, gets a triple kill. Okay, I criticized the Wyvern. Neo, shut your mouth. Don't argue with Lin. He knows it. Amazing impact of this unit. Who am I to doubt Lin that this Wyvern will have the necessary impact? Triple kill and more. Amazing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Talents are relatively easy and cheap to rebuild, but man, this was heavy losses for LawLiet. He did saturate his expo, so this is not over. But Lin did exactly what he had to do. Healing up, regenning up. Oftentimes separates the good from the great orcs. Mana management. Okay, Crow form immediately now. We had enough of this, but he saves his hero unit. Off we go. That of course means that mana was used on these 4 talents. And they're not on the ground. Oh, nasty, nasty mid-game. Certainly in favor of LawLiet, but Lin again not doing any damage to the expo, and I wonder if the movement here is the right one. To go for the fight, to go for the creep jack, instead of trying to break the base. There's no reinforced defenses. Nature's blessing, I mean. Well, there's no reinforced defenses either, so that was technically correct. Lin is trying to counter expand. Alright, I said I won't doubt Lin anymore. And of course I wouldn't. It probably would all work out. There's heal potions, big investment, needs it very soon. Could... Oh, I was about to say could end up with 2 killed raiders, but no, if there's no entangle, there's no kill. But it is 2 more. Oh, Lin heavy losses now. LawLiet catching up. LawLiet leveling. This game ain't over yet. But the Demon Hunter can't fall. Potion swap. Cool, that was almost there. Saves him. That's amazing. Another staff is ready too. Oh, Lin, what an overcommitment. Fantastic fight. You allow a Night Elf with an expansion to come back into the game, and that's exactly what you get. Fresh talents with mana and an army that counters you. Was that enough time? Expo is only at 2/3. It's unprotected. There's no towers. Ugh. Lin on rabies. Only saw the victory here. There was so much time for Lin to attack it when LawLiet was at the shop. Not picking up the item! Oh, yoink! Demon Hunter got this! And is a lot more tanky now. Oof. Supplies even. He's working on the expo. What was the Blade Master doing? He had the slot. Lin lets it finish. Sure that he can hold this. He has to hold this. No counterattack possible. Weird position. Very narrow choke. Raiders can't really commit too much or connect too much. Instant TP. Good hero focus. Keeper was dying in seconds. Still some damage done. Expo held. We got a game. But we'll see more attacks like this. LawLiet having the initiative now. Really wants to take out that Great Hall. Is at 50%. Lin has a town portal. Needs to react to this soon, or is he willing to trade? This was expensive. This took a long time. This cost a fight where he lost almost everything. So, game of chicken. Lots of repair. Should be prevented. LawLiet wants to hold this without killing the Great Hall. He can come back later. Cyclone needs to be quicker than on Turn Rock. 1, 2, 3. This time I doubt it's enough. Brute Force by Lin takes out the expansion on the cost of a Shadow Hunter though. Hard to see behind all that. Cyclone, second hero killed. But LawLiet down to 1 base. Can the pendulum swing back immediately? The clockworks, the ferries, they're still there. And Lin is losing the Great Hall as well. Great decision making. Of course, the Pocket Factory is not portaling with you. Also sending the ferries away. And Lin not portaling to the expo. Was that a mistake? Lin is in shambles. Lin is facing elimination. 13 food down. Even bases. Shadow Hunter dead. No reinforced defenses. LawLiet swings for the fences now. How are you supposed to survive this? LawLiet can always respond with a town portal. Lin can't. These burrows are made out of paper. Lin never went for a war mill. Never got the upgrade. And what now? Yeah, you trade a little bit. But it's LawLiet commanding this game. Expanding as well on the back of it. All Moonwells down. One after the next, taking out the peons as well. But there's a lot of time. Demon Hunter holding the fort for now. There's a potion. There's a little bit of Moonwells. Oh my god, what a disaster. What a disaster. Here come the Talons. Here come the Cyclones. Super aggressive. And still no Shadow Hunter. And is able to retreat. We even got rockets. For more crowd control. If you were hoping for a grand final of Lin and Happy, I got bad news for you. Lin doesn't have a peon. Lin is supply blocked. He will never get income ever again. LawLiet can't rebuild at the moment, but does he really? He's not giving Lin a chance to go for a base race, which is the biggest strength. He's even expanding, trying to go for a hero focus. That might work eventually with a crit 165. Okay, Lin fighting. Poking eyes, pulling hair. But LawLiet got the Moonwells back. He can Alta revive. This is a big drop of damage, of course, as the Orb is missing, but Blade Master has no mana no more. Next hero focus against the Demon Hunter is a lot trickier. It feels like everything that LawLiet touches just melts. There's a hero... there's a heal potion on the hero. That's what I was saying. Lin invited this Demon Hunter to be so tanky by basically donating him the belt. And this is now every single Orc unit falling. Probably including the Blade Master. Can we get celebratory rockets to get a multi-kill? I don't think so, man. As I said, Lin will never be able to rebuild because he has no peons. And there is no chance. No chance in hell. He's trying so hard. GG though. LawLiet winning 3 maps in a row against Lin. And advancing into the grand final. Very greedy game 1, followed up by super good execution and very well tinkered builds. LawLiet is back. Top 2 performance here. And a hell of a performance. If you take Lin out 3 times in a row, you did well. And LawLiet absolutely did well here. The dream grand final was ruined, but maybe we still get Lin versus Happy in the game for 3rd. If we can play that. I really hope we can play that.